Hello everyone, welcome to Biomedical channel. Now we are dealing with our kingdom fungi. In our previous videos of kingdom fungi, we have seen about the introduction of the kingdom fungi and reproduction of the kingdom fungi. Now we will see various classes of kingdom fungi, that is Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Now let us see the morphology of the mycelium, mode of spore formation and fruiting bodies. They form the basis for the division of the kingdom fungi into various classes. Means kingdom fungi is divided into 4 classes on the basis of the type of the mycelium they have, what is the mode of spore formation found in them, and what are the types of the fruiting bodies that are found in them. On the basis of these 3 characters, the kingdom fungi are divided into 4 classes. Now first of all, let us see the first class, that is called Phycomycetes. Now Phycomycetes is also called algal fungi. Phycomycetes is also called algal fungi. Now the members of the Phycomycetes, they are found in aquatic habitats and on decaying wood in moist or damp places, or as obligate parasites on the plants. They are found in aquatic habitats means they are found in the water or old or decaying woods, moist damp places, or they may be obligate parasites on the plants. Now their mycelium, it is aseptate. Aseptate mycelium is also called cenocytic mycelium. Means their mycelium, what is mycelium? Mycelium is a network of the hypha. Their hypha septate is absent. So it is a condition of multinucleus. It is a multinucleated condition or multinucleated hypha that are also called cenocytic hypha. So cenocytic hypha is seen in Phycomycetes, which is very important or very important point for MCQ point of view. Give it a star. Now asexual reproduction, come to asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by zoospores if the gametes are motile. Sorry, not gametes. Asexual reproduction takes place by the motile spores that are called zoospores, or by aplanospores. These spores are non-motile. This is also important. Now these spores, they are endogenously. Endogenously means inside. They are produced endogenously in sporangium. Now this structure, that is called sporangium. Within this sporangium, the spores are produced. This is sporangium, and inside this sporangium, these zoospores or aplanospores. If it is motile, then zoospores. If it is non-motile, then they are called aplanospores, which are asexual spores. These are produced inside this sporangium. Now a zygospore. Now come to sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is complete. Now sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means there will be 2 gametes and there will be fusion of the 2 gametes that will result into a zygote, or you can say zygospore. In NCERT it is given zygospore or zygote, it is similar. Okay, no need to confuse here. Now a zygospore is formed by the fusion of 2 gametes. Now these gametes, they may be similar in morphology, means the 2 gametes may be similar in size or shape. If they are similar, then it is called isogamous. These gametes are called isogamous. Or they may be dissimilar in shape or size, these gametes, and when they are dissimilar, they are called anisogamous or oogamous. For example, if this is one gamete, this is another gamete, and they fuse to form zygospore. Now here you can see both the gametes are nearly similar in shape or size in morphology, so they are called isogamous. On the other hand, for example, if this is a large gamete and this is a smaller one gamete, they fuse to form another zygospore. Now in this case, the 2 gametes are dissimilar in size, so this condition of these gametes are called anisogamous or oogamous. Okay. Now this was all about sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by two types of spores. If motile, then called zoospores. If non-motile, they are called aplanospores. Sexual reproduction takes place by two types of gametes. If they are similar in size, they are called isogamous. And if they are dissimilar, they are called anisogamous or oogamous. Then they fuse to form zygospore. Example is very important, guys. The example here is three types of examples are given in Ncert of Phycomycetes: mucor, rhizophus, albugo. Rhizophus is also called the bread mold, and albugo is also called the parasitic fungi on the mustard. Now how you will remember these three example? Now see, so you can remember it by L muri. L muri. What is L muri? L stands for albugo, Mu stands for the mucor, Rhi stands for the rhizophus. Now this is one mnemonic, L muri, or simply you can remember RAM, ram. R for rhizophus, A for albugo, M for mucor. You can remember any of the two mnemonic, either L muri or ram, but according to me, better remember this L muri, so there will be no confusion. Al for albugo, Mu for mucor, Rhi for rhizophus. These three example is very important, so you have to know this example. Now see here, mucor. This is the mucor. This is the picture of the mucor that is given in your Ncert. This is the picture of mucor. So guys, let us now see Ascomycetes. Now this class of the fungi is very important. Actually, the example of this class is very important. There are so many examples of Ascomycetes. Let us see. Now Ascomycetes, they are commonly known as sac fungi. They are called sac fungi. Now the Ascomycetes, they are mostly multicellular as well as they are unicellular yeast. Multicellular example is Penicillium. Now this Penicillium, it is an example of antibiotic fungi, means from this fungi antibiotics can be obtained, and the only unicellular algae yeast which falls under Ascomycetes, this is important. So here comes the two example. First is Penicillium and second is yeast. Now other name of yeast is Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces, this is the other name of yeast. Now you have to know this other name. Okay, now in questions or in MCQs, they may ask you which of the following is unicellular algae. Example, there may not be yeast. Now they may give you Saccharomyces, so you should know this other name of yeast, that is called Saccharomyces. Now this Ascomycetes, they are saprophytic, decomposers, parasitic, coprophilous. Coprophilous means that grows on the dung. Okay, now what about mycelium? Previously we have seen that Phycomycetes have sinocytic mycelium, that is sinocytic mycelium means multinucleated mycelium, aseptate mycelium, but here the mycelium is septate and branched, so there is no condition of multinucleus. The mycelium is septate and branched. Now asexual spores, comes to asexual reproduction. Asexual spores are conidia that are produced exogenously on special mycelium, that is called conidiophores. Conidia on germination produces mycelium. Asexual spores are conidia. These conidia are produced exogenously, means outside, on the special mycelium, that is called conidiophores. Okay, now see here guys, this is the conidia that are produced exogenously, means outside. These conidia are present outside. The conidia produced exogenously on special mycelium, that is called conidiophore. This is conidiophore. So as you can see, this is the mycelium and this is aseptate. See, these are the septas present. Okay, the nucleus is separated. So this is the conidiophore, which is the mycelium. Now you can see outside this conidiophore, outside the conidia are present that are asexual spores, so they are exogenous. They are present outside this conidiophore. Now come to sexual reproduction. Now sexual spores are ascospores, which are produced endogenously. Now sexual spores are produced endogenously in sac like asci or ascus. These are arranged in different types of fruiting bodies that are called ascocarps. Now here important is that asexual spores are produced exogenously, whereas sexual spores they are produced endogenously. Now sexual spores are produced endogenously in sac like asci. These asci are arranged in different types of fruiting bodies called ascocarps. Now see here guys, if this is ascocarp, okay, which is a fruiting body, if you see inside, if you cut here, if you look inside, you will see this view, okay, inside the ascocarp. Now ascocarp, there are ascus. Now these are called ascus, ascus, ascus. Inside this ascus you can see the spores, and these spores are called ascospores. Okay, the fruiting body is the ascocarp. Inside the ascocarp we can find ascus. Inside this ascus, what are the ascus? The ascus or the asci, actually they are sac like. Okay, the ascospores are produced within this ascus. Inside the ascus we find ascospores. So this is very important. This picture is very important for your concept. Okay, for clearness of your concept, this picture is very important. Now some examples of Ascomycetes are Aspergillus, Claviceps, Neurospora. Now this line, give it a 5 star. This is very important, very important, that Neurospora, it is used extensively in biochemical and genetic work. This Neurospora fungi is used extensively in biochemical and genetic work. This has been asked a lot of time in your NEET examination. Okay, now this Neurospora is very important. Now many members like morels and truffles, these are edible, means they can be eaten and are considered as delicacies. So there are lots of examples in Ascomycetes. First we have seen penicillium, then yeast, then you can see Aspergillus, Claviceps, then Neurospora, which is the most important one. Then morels and truffle is also important. Now how to remember all these examples? Okay, so the mnemonic to memorize all the examples of Ascomycetes are NMC, YouTube, pay. Now what is NMC? Actually NMC, it is an organization that is also called National Medical Council. Means you can see, if you search on YouTube about NMC, so you can find NMC on YouTube. So NMC, YT stands for YouTube, NMC, YouTube, pay. Now this N for NMC, the N stands for Neurospora, M stands for morels, C stands for Claviceps, Y stands for yeast, T for truffles, and P for penicillium, F for Aspergillus. So this is the mnemonic by which you can memorize all the examples of Ascomycetes, that is NMC, YouTube, pay. So thank you guys. Thereby we have completed about the Phycomycetes and Ascomycetes. In our next video we will see about the Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. So hope if you like this video, please do subscribe this channel. This will motivate me to make more such videos. And till then, keep studying. Please do revise again and again your NCERT. It is very important for your NEET examination. So bye bye, see you in the next video.